Hi class, it's Mrs. Washburn. Today we are using Google Sheets to make some really cool graphs. I think you're going to like this one a lot. So it's pretty simple and you get to practice it twice, so you'll get really good at it by the end of this lesson. The most important thing that you need to do when you're making a graph is the highlighting. You have to make sure that you highlight the right boxes. So for our favorite colors, we can click on color and then click and drag it all the way down to the number for purple. So it's totally fine if the cell that's highlighted in blue is on there. So for example, I could start down at the 5 and highlight up to color 2, and that would be totally fine. You can do it whatever way you want, but they all need to be highlighted and they need to have the box around them. So from here you click on Insert, and you're actually looking for the word chart. I sometimes use the word graph and chart interchangeably, so if I say graph, this is what I mean. But you can look for this little symbol, which you can also find over here, by the way. So it's up on that toolbar, or you can go to Insert and down to Chart. The symbol's the same. So I'm going to click on that, and we have some options here. So the chart editor is where we are right now, and it gives some recommendations based on your data for what type of chart to choose. So we can see it kind of big here, what it looks like, and it's already awesome. Look at that cool graph or chart. We can look at it percentage-wise in a pie graph, or it has a bar graph. This one was a bar graph too. It has a bar graph going the other direction, which is also fine for this. But if you click over to chart types, you will see that there are a lot of options if you scroll through these. Not all of them apply. If they're gray like this, then they're not going to work. But if they're colored in, then that means that they could work for this type of data. So like if I was to click on the line graph, you'll see that it does work. It's not quite as cool looking as the bar graph or the pie graph, but it is functional. And there's a few different types of line graphs here. There's area graphs, different types of bar graphs. That one's a column. This one's a bar. Here we go. Different types of pie charts, scatter, and then some others. These ones were grayed out, so I didn't click on those because they wouldn't work. So you can go with one of the recommendation types, or you can choose one. That's up to you. But where the fun comes in is over here on this customization tab of our chart editor. So this is where you get to play around with the colors and the fonts and the font sizes and the font colors, the background color, all of that. So you get to be very creative. So every single graph needs to have a title. This one gave number versus color because, well, you can kind of see it back here. That was our column titles. So it automatically did that for us, which is awesome. It helps us out and it saves us a lot of time. So if I want to change the color of that, I certainly could. And then over here you can see that just changed the color of that font. Or I could make it bigger if I want it to stand out, or make it italic or bold or unbold. And then the legend, that is like the key over here. We can make that bold or unbold. We can change the color. It's really fun. We can even change the font to look different for the entire graph if we would like to. I think a really fun part is being able to change the background color. Whoa, way too bold. Let's play around. Oh, that one doesn't look bad. That one looks kind of cool. You just have to think about what colors are going to go well. That one's too hard to see. And you can even go through these more pastel type colors until you find something that you really like. I think that one's pretty cool. You can click through these if you want to. Ooh, that one changes the side. Compare mode, but not all of them apply. I really like it kind of just the way that it is. Okay, so your axes, the horizontal axis, color is the horizontal axis, vertical is the number axis. You can change the colors of these fonts if you'd like to. That made it really hard to see, but maybe make them blue, since that was kind of our theme along here. So that just changed that horizontal axis. Anyway, you can play around with all of these until your graph or your chart looks exactly like you like it. And then when you click Insert, it goes into your sheet. So what I do need you to do is move it, because otherwise it's going to be right over the top of your stuff. So you can click anywhere, I would say anywhere that is like on the outside. If you try to click on numbers or on one of these bars, it's going to pull up some editing options. But if you click just like on the background, you'll be able to click and drag it and move it. And I'm also going to ask you to make it a little bit smaller, as small as it will go, because you do have to fit your other one too. So again, you highlight these, you can go to Insert, or you can find the chart symbol over here, and you go through the same steps again. Choose a chart type and customize it and insert it. I'm going to press cancel here because I want you to have full ability to be creative with this one. And I would say when you're done and you insert it, you can just put it underneath the other one, put it down here, click and drag it down. All right, that is your assignment today. Go ahead and make 2 of them, make them really colorful and fun. Go ahead and get to work.